the donkey of the day.
Look at these donkeys. Bunch of jackasses. That's time
For the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlemagne the devil?
Possible. The Breakfast Club.
Yes! Good morning. Donkey of the day for Monday, August 14th goes to all those tiki torch carrying cracker white devils who are in Charlottesville, Virginia this weekend corrupting the ecosystem with their racism, prejudice, bigotry, and hate. Now, before we go any further, let me explain something to you all that I have explained on this radio before. It is the difference between good white people and white devils. It is the difference between Caucasians down for the cause and crackers. You don't have to do it every time. But, okay, all right. see, white devils and crackers are the racist, bigoted, prejudiced people of our society, okay? They don't represent all white people. But here's the thing, and I saw Lena Dunham post this on Instagram this weekend, and I truly feel this way. She put, all white people are responsible for the upholding of white supremacy, and they will have to be responsible for the fall of it, period. Good white people, white allies who are decent human beings who don't have a racist, bigoted bone in their body must use their privilege to combat prejudice, period. Okay, if you're not a cracker, if you're not a white devil, prove it through actions and deeds and words and lip service. I want to hear you denounce white devils. I want to hear you condemn crackers. That's my message, plain and simple. Now, this donkey of the day isn't just a wide net being cast on all those tiki torch terrorists. It is focused on people like Peter Siatanovich, a 20-year-old cracker who is an undergraduate at the University of Nevada studying history and political science. By the way, all these white devils who participated in this Ku Klux Klan rally this weekend should not be allowed to just go back to their respective jobs in schools this morning, okay? Where are the firings? Where are the expulsions from school? If this is happening and has happened, forgive me, but I just feel like if Colin Kaepernick is being blackballed for peaceful protesting, shouldn't people be ousted from their schools and jobs for hateful protesting? Another terrorist known as James Alex Fields Jr., who used his car as a weapon of mass destruction and drove through a crowd of anti-white nationalist protesters in Charlottesville this weekend, killing one of them. Rest in peace to young Heather Hare, I believe you pronounce her last name, a good white person who was not a white devil. She was absolutely on the right side of history. Her quote on one of her social media cover photos was, "If you're not outraged, you're not paying attention." And that pretty much sums it up, folk. If you're not outraged, you're not paying attention. Either that, or in the words of the great urban philosopher Doughboy from Boys in the Hood, either they don't know, don't show, or don't give a damn about what's going on in the hood. In this case, the hood is the country. Y'all gonna stop turning a blind eye to racism in America, okay? It was in Charlottesville, Virginia this weekend, right in your face, empowered by your celebrity-in-chief in the White House who refuses to denounce white supremacy. It doesn't matter if he gets endorsements from David Duke. Listen, this is David Duke this weekend in Charlottesville. Listen.
We are determined to take our country back. We're going to fulfill the promises of Donald Trump. That's what we believed in. That's why we voted for Donald Trump, because he said he's going to take our country back, and that's what we got to do.
But Trump won't denounce that. A neo-Nazi website called the Daily Stormer released a statement, and they said in response to Trump's comments about Charlottesville, Trump's comments were good. He didn't attack us. When asked to condemn, he just walked out of the room. Really, really good. God bless him. That is from Andrew Anglin, editor of a neo-Nazi website called the Daily Storm. Now, if you got David Duke, former leader of the KKK, the alt-right, neo-Nazis, and whoever else championing you, and you're the president of the United States of America, you should denounce those endorsements, you think? You shouldn't want that support. You should call that out by name and say, no, our country has no place for white supremacy. It has no place for bigotry, racism, none of that. But Trump won't do it because he doesn't want to insult his base. Those crackers, those white devils are his foundation, and he doesn't want to insult them. Now, we know what the problem is. The problem is racism, bigotry, prejudice. Well, what's the solution? The solution is exactly what Lena Dunham posted on Instagram. All white people are responsible for the upholding of white supremacy and for the fall of it. Good white people, white allies, have to use their privilege to combat prejudice, period. If you are not a racist bigot, then let it be known. If you are a good white person, then you have to denounce white devils and you have to condemn crackers. Let the country know it's a difference, okay? You can't remain silent because silence to me is a cosign. Don't call up here and condemn me for using the term cracker. Call up here and condemn the actual crackers who caused this riot in Charlottesville. Condemn the crackers in the alt-right. Condemn those cracker neo-Nazis. We are being too politically correct with the scum of the earth. Okay, we aren't politically correct when it comes to what we call homophobic people or transphobic people. We aren't politically correct when it comes to what we call misogynistic people. We aren't politically correct when it comes to what we call rapists and pedophiles. So why are we being politically correct when it comes to what we call racists? Okay, a racist, bigoted white person is a cracker-ass cracker, a white devil. And if you're a good white person, a white ally who isn't a racist or a bigot, you have to condemn and denounce them and do it loudly. Use your white privilege to combat prejudice. If you're not doing that, then we have nothing to talk about. So please, give those cracker-ass cracker white devils in Charlottesville, West Virginia, and anybody who agrees with them, the biggest hee-haw. Please.